It was the Vitara Brezza that brought the compact SUV segment into the limelight and even had a whole bunch of other manufacturers sit up and take notice. Needless to mention, the Vitara Brezza was quick to become a success, and it even caught the fancy of a lot of buyers who were actually eyeing sedans and hatchbacks. And for 2022, this SUV has dropped the Vitara prefix. It's called only the Brezza now, and it gets a makeover that's so comprehensive that this one is worthy of being called an all-new version. This is the first major design change for the Brezza since 2016, which is when it was launched originally. And interestingly, if you look at it closely, the design language here is more of an evolution of the previous versions. The first thing you notice about the new Brezza's design is that it looks a lot sharper without really moving away from the older version's mold. So there is a sense of familiarity to the face in that sense, but at the same time, the headlamp and grille look very different. The headlamp unit houses twin square-shaped pods, while the grille is a closed unit with a thick, gloss black slat covering most of the area. The hood is now a clamshell one and looks more premium, while also making for a more cohesive looking front end. The side profile has not really changed, and the Brezza continues with the original's boxy shape, though the new 16-inch alloy wheels wearing a dual-tone finish certainly add to the SUV's appearance. The rear end looks very different now, and in fact the rear three-quarter is one of my favorite angles to look at the new Brezza already, and that's because the tail lamps here look very sleek and they also help in making the SUV look wider. The tail lamp cluster also looks more upmarket now, thus helping in making the Brezza look more premium from the rear. This feeling is accentuated further by the Brezza name etched on the boot lid in a large font, filling the space between the tail lamp clusters. Overall, this is a more modern looking SUV and certainly a welcome change for the Brezza, as the older one's design was looking really dated. The interiors of the new Brezza look and feel a lot more premium now, and that's thanks to the new design, the surface finishes, and of course the improved quality of plastics. I really like the new dashboard design, its contours, and also the surface finishes. The central rib of the dashboard also deserves a mention on the same note, as it looks very premium with its brown color and textured finish, and you also get ambient lighting now, which adds to the feel. The 9-inch standalone display for the infotainment system impresses too, with its size, resolution, and interface. The UI is very friendly and easy to get used to, while the screen is slick and responsive to the touch. Thankfully, Maruti Suzuki has retained physical switches for the air conditioning system and not moved to a touch panel, and this certainly adds to convenience while driving. While the overall interior theme is black, just like before, the seat fabrics get a new design which adds to the sense of novelty, and finally, the Brezza also gets a sunroof which adds to the sense of airiness inside. The Brezza gets rear air conditioning vents as well now, a much needed addition, along with two Type-C USB ports. The new Brezza also gets a whole lot of technology now and a host of features as well, including 360-degree view, a head-up display, wireless charging, Amazon Alexa connectivity, and a lot more. The 9-inch touchscreen packs in Maruti Suzuki Smart Pro Plus infotainment system that has a ton of features and functionalities, along with an Artemis sound system that offers impressive quality. The Brezza continues to offer Apple CarPlay and Android Auto connectivity as before, but while it does get a wireless charging pad now, it misses out on wireless smartphone connectivity. The head-up display unit is straight off the new Baleno and looks classy and is very useful, especially since you have a variety of information to choose from in terms of the visuals. 360-degree view makes parking the Brezza a breeze, and the new Brezza is also high on safety now, as it is equipped with 6 airbags and ESP both. The new Brezza continues to be powered by a 1.5-litre naturally aspirated petrol engine, but this is an all-new version of Maruti Suzuki's K-Series petrol engine, and in fact, it feels a lot smoother and more refined right from the word go. Maruti Suzuki also tells us that the hybrid system in this car has been updated as well, in the sense that it uses a bigger battery pack now, which is an auxiliary battery and powers a lot of the car's systems. The new engine also feels quicker to rev, which adds to its likable feel, besides which the 6-speed torque converter automatic is a welcome change too. We drove the manual and automatic versions both, and while the automatic gearbox certainly adds to convenience, you might find its gear changes to be slightly slow, especially if you like driving. Engine performance is sprightly though, and the torque curve feels linear, meaning bottom end and mid-range grunt are quite impressive, especially since the Brezza is positioned as an urban SUV. The 5-speed manual gearbox impresses with its slick shifts and light clutch action too, though I did feel the need for a 6-speed manual gearbox at highway speeds. The hybrid system is particularly helpful in city, and along with the start-stop system on board, it should help in enhancing fuel efficiency.
The new Brezza continues to use the same global C platform as before, which is not to be confused with the hardtech platform that underpins other Maruti cars. Well, we've always liked the Vitara Brezza for the kind of that it had between ride and handling, and the new one here feels as confident on the handling front while offering an excellent ride quality as well.
The Brezza thus feels confident and planted at highway speeds and also soaks up undulations on the road very well, adding to its credentials as a highway tool. The steering feels well weighted and offers good feedback, which adds to the Brezza's likable road manners. We've always liked Maruti Suzuki cars for their likable handling, and the Brezza is the latest to join a long list of such cars from the manufacturer. The suspension system has been tweaked and its spring rates revised given the SUV's increased overall weight now, and it offers an excellent ride quality over broken roads, adding to its credentials as a family SUV too.
Overall, the new Brezza is quite a compelling package if you're in the market for a compact SUV. Prices begin from 7.99 lakh ex-showroom, which is not a very big ask over the previous generation version. But the top of the line variant retails at 13.96 lakh ex-showroom, and that's quite a big premium. Partly that's because this is the only SUV in its segment to be powered by a 1.5-litre engine. That also makes it one of the most fuel-efficient options in its segment, which is besides the fact that it is a lot better package right now, and well, it certainly looks set to continue the success of the original.